Good afternoon, honeybee fans. I don't know, it might still be morning, but I think it could be afternoon. Who cares, really? But boy, that's not a bee. This morning I got here about 10 o'clock. I could see there was a massive orientation going on over there, and I think I know where all this came from. They kind of flew around. I went and mowed, and some guy came and talked to him. He wanted to buy some honey. Really nice guy. I really enjoyed talking to that guy. Usually the people who just drive up wanting honey are kind of strange or rude or something, but this guy was just, it was delightful talking to him. God bless. He was awesome. He was a good man. I was too happy to hook him up with some honey. Anyway, so I come back out here and they live here, so I'm running around trying to get the stuff. It was in one ball, and now they're in like a bunch. It's really chaotic what's going on. I'm just going to cut it all and drop it down in that box right there. And I don't know, you might not be able to see it, but there's a box on the ground straight down underneath it. I've also got a swarm box, and I've got some water and a little bit of sugar in a pump sprayer that I'm going to spray them and wet them down with. The flying bees don't fly as much. The wet bees don't fly as well. And how I start this is I wet them down. Holy crap, it got so heavy that it just fell off right in front of us. Now, wow, they're all over this hive. This might be easier than I thought. There's a queen on there. Wouldn't that be something? Usually the queen will be running around on top of them all. I don't see one, but I'm going to shake this in. They'll start attracting other bees. All of them on the ground, maybe. This might be really, I'm just going to slide this over a little bit. And let them come in through there too. So now they can come in the front door and the back door, so to speak. I don't know if you could hear that, but I made it to where they could come in the back door. Those ones on the ground might just crawl over and get in. This is going to be fun. I'm just going to cut off the limbs. Get them all wet. So having that there is a mistake. keg, see? That's what I do. Okay, here's what you're not seeing. Kind of creep over here. I got my gloves off so I can hold the camera a little better. Whew. That's a lot of bees. My gosh. I cut the limb off on purpose because otherwise they just kind of go back to it. Even if I have the queen in the box, there's others that get confused because the smell is on that limb. This looks good. I need to work on getting other frames and stuff in there. I've got a friend here. Girlfriend, that is. Yeah, they all love me. I'm gonna put my gloves on and put some frames in. I don't know if I could really film that, but I'll give it a shot. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of setting my cell phone up on a box, leaning it up against something. Yeah, I guess you can see. Kinda. Okay. Shoot, a couple of the frames that I want are in the box that I got the phone sitting on. We'll work that out later. Let's just get something in there. I'm actually going to put 2 boxes on this. This is a huge beehive. These guys will make wax like crazy though, so I'm going to give them a whole box of this. And then a second box, I don't know. I think I'll go get a medium super and turn this into a honey maker. A hive like this can make me a lot of money. It may kind of look like I'm being brutal and rough on them when I put these frames in. Bees are used to being bumped into by each other, and they're just instinctive about moving out of the way. You just wiggle a little, they move. That's why you go slow and kind of wiggle them in. This is really exciting to catch a swarm of this magnitude. There's probably more than one hive that swarmed to make that many bees happen. I don't know, but you know, you want to try and get upset about it, but I am not upset a bit. This is a sign of healthy beekeeping. Only healthy hives get strong enough to swarm. That's a real big misconception about what non-beekeepers have. They think bad beekeepers have swarms. That's not true. Not true at all. I know good beekeepers. We have swarms. We try not to, but we kind of celebrate when we do, because it's a new baby in the yard, a big one too. Get excited about this. That is one heavy. That's a lot of bees in that box. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I bet it's way over 10 pounds. Just that one little limb that I was holding was where it was straight up and down. That weighed probably 6 pounds of bees on that one right there. That's massive. At least by my standards. I know down south they get bigger. Now the thing is, I could come here tomorrow and find this in a whole different tree and have to do it all over again. I've had hives like this where I had to chase it down 2 or 3 times. I hope this one isn't like that. What I usually do is I'll slide the top on upside down, because you can't really use smoke to push the bees around or anything. You can gently kind of slide the top on upside down and then cover the top and force them to kind of go in the right way. That's what I'm about to do, is put the lid on. When you're a new beekeeper, this, all of this stuff is very intimidating, because you're like, oh God, I'm going to kill the queen. Kind of follow the rules like I've been showing you, and what all kinds of other beekeepers show. You'll be all right. And if you do kill the queen, there's probably several queens in this box. They'll figure it out. You're gonna kill a couple, no matter what. Just minimize it. You're probably just pinching their toes this way. Okay, now it has at least it has a lid on it, because you never know, it might rain or something. I pray to God they stay. This one was pretty easy to catch. Next time it'll be higher. Okay, what I need to do now is grab me a brick or something to put on the top. Then I'll come back tonight and see if it, is still in there. And tomorrow, maybe I'll check it and add this second box. Not this. This is just what I call a swarm box. It's what I usually shake the bees into. But that swarm was never going to fit in this little office box. Okay. I'm talking about another box. I'm talking about this one. It has already drawn combs in most of it. It's used from another colony. Here's what it looks like from the bottom. A hive like that would, if there's a mated queen in there, she could start getting busy laying eggs right away as soon as I put this on. Right now I'm gonna kind of hope and force this big monster to make beeswax. That thing could, 10 frames to them is nothing. It's like child's play. They will fill that with honeycomb in just 3 or 4, maybe 5 for a week tops. A swarm like that will just fill that sucker up. That's exciting too, because you kind of want to turn over your honeycomb and get new stuff in the yard, because what happens is they'll build drone comb on one, and then they'll be kind of goofy, and there'll be a couple of your honeycombs that you need to get rid of. They call that culling, and I need to do a lot of that. That's kind of why I'm having stuff like this happen. So I'm trying to run single brood or single deep hive management and not culling combs. What was I thinking? Whatever, you live and learn. That's part of this hobby. It's fun, actually. And I don't work hard as I could at it. I should be going through my hives a lot more and moving stuff around, balancing, and keeping them all kind of the same. But that takes this away. I love this part of the year. I get to play with bees and make new queens. See, right over there, that little box over there, and that's a swarm. And I just got stuff going on all over the place. I like letting these hives get to where they're about to swarm and then bust them up. This little thing here is an example of it. These 3 on the pallet over there got a little out of control. So I just busted them up in pieces. And now I've got all these babies. I'm not sure, but I think this one took off. It happens sometimes. Let's see. Yep, nothing. There was a swarm in there. So they come and go. Easy come, easy go. That's just part of the game. That's why I have them ones up in the tree over there. Sometimes a swarm will just get up in the tree and go in one of them boxes. I caught this one last week. I think last week or maybe the week before, that one. It's weird sitting up on top of the fence. Bees just moved in. You gotta assume that all my hives are swarming. And I don't care. Let's just run through an example. I really don't know. I don't think it did. I haven't even looked. But let's pretend this one swarmed. Well, usually when a hive swarms, it's like completely packed full of larvae and eggs and brood. What that means is it's going to have a constant supply of fresh bees for up to 21 days. The queen just flew off with a bunch of bees. Big deal. You still got tons of bees in there. And starting very soon, they don't have any larvae to feed. There will be eggs that the queen maybe laid yesterday. Let's pretend she swarmed just now. And then, you know, but eventually there isn't anything to do in there except make honey. There is a queen. Usually the queen, when they swarm, they have cells that are going to hatch. Those come out in usually about a week. And then the new queen will go mate and do her thing, and then life as usual. It's nothing to get too worried about until your queen doesn't mate, and then you got a laying worker situation, and that's, you know, they're going to happen too. Stuff's all kind of random, and there's nobody that's perfect at it. There are people that will try to fool you into thinking they are, but they're not. Otherwise they wouldn't know about stuff like land workers and this and that. This here little yard has a lot going on. There's three, that's 9. Oh, there's 3 more over there. There's 12 babies potentially just within sight. And all these other, for instance, these little short boxes are potential babies too. How you keep your business if you're doing this without buying bees is by making your own every year. You gotta let them almost swarm or swarm, catch the swarms, go through hives, find the cells, and use them like I do. And you end up with crazy amounts of bees all over the place. I'm getting tired. I came over here to do something totally different. That's the other thing about beekeeping, is they make up the rules. You just follow what they tell you. If you think you could tell them what to do, think again. You could kind of give them little suggestions, that's for sure. It's just fascinating getting this close to them and them not attacking you. I gotta watch where I step and where I put my feet, knees and stuff. I could kind of crawl around up here and look. I wonder what's going on with that little ball of bees over there. They'll sort it out. It could be a queen. I'll kind of wander over there and pick at it and see. Let's see what we got. Well, they're balling whatever it is. If there's a queen, they're trying to kill it. There is a queen. There's a queen right there. And they're killing it. That's what's going on there. Well, I don't know. I don't see it. That's a queen right there that I'm touching. That blonde bee. And she's fighting for her life. They are not liking her. She's probably on her death throes anyway. But that's a queen bee that they're killing. In a hive like this, there will be multiple queens. And when they're in that big ball of bees, they're killing the ones they don't want. That's what's going on here. She's a goner. Trying to get it there. Right there. Right there. That bee is a queen bee. And she is fighting for her life. I just made it where she got away. Run, girl, run. Okay, she's on the stick. Now I could save her. Or try. I don't know. We're gonna try. Oh, she just flew. There she goes. I'm watching her. Whatever. What'll happen is other bees will find her. Or maybe she's trying to land on me. But they was definitely trying to kill that queen. And I was going to catch her and put her in a cage. I was this close. Right there's the cage. I should have grabbed her by the wings. They got wings. They can fly. She'll fly over and get that box if she wants to. And I got a feeling there's other queens in that box. That swarm will have multiples. And who knows? She might have flew and landed in this one. Because of this stuff of this, just like real good smells. This has gotten to be a crazy long video, and they were balling that little queen. She was a virgin queen, a nice blonde one that I would like to have had. Easy come, easy go. Like I said, I bet you they got queens in this box. I wonder if there's another one. Let's go pick at that little ball some more. They're still balling something over here. That's what they mean by balling. They get in a ball and they're just attacking. And they get where they're making heat. And they'll heat it to death. It's weird picking at this, but wow, they're really rolling in, getting at it. But that's what's going on with these guys. It must be right in there because they keep going back to there. Very, very strange. But I'm not too worried about it with the big old box of bees. What you do is you add a brood frame with some freshly laid eggs and young larvae. And if they're queenless, they'll make a new queen. Hey, there's a queen right there, I see. Right here. Nope. I was wrong. Still looking. There's got to be something here. Because they are just viciously attacking that little spot. I wonder if that dead bee is it. No. I wonder if that blonde queen will fly back and try to get in. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're not dummies. And they can smell. And this hive is giving off scent to tell everybody to come here. Otherwise, they'd be back up in the tree. So, if they want her, they'll let her in. I'll come back later and look. Kind of got other things to do. And this kind of wears you down. Just going up and down the ladder a few times. Okay, well, you seen the yard, you seen the swarms. That was pretty amazing. Kind of looks like I'm in the box. Found that queen that was bawling. Saved her, then she flew. Crazy things happen every day in this yard, and it's God's will. I want to thank y'all for watching and listening and caring. God bless you. Thank you. This is the Urban Beekeeper. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.